Hey there, welcome to our Wyckoff technical analysis session for Cardano. Last week we talked about there's a potential that Cardano is going towards the downside, and indeed this week we see a long red candle heading south. So let's take a look quickly and see where it's heading further. This is the weekly chart of Cardano, and we can see this light blue box, that's the upward channel, and then clearly this candle this week we're like only halfway through, but it already clearly fell outside of this channel box. So unless in the next 3 days and 20 hours it reclines back to within the box, otherwise it's like basically confirming that it's this uptrend is over. And well, there are two possibilities. One, it heads straight towards the sign of weakness. So previously we already talked about um, the chance of getting here is more likely than towards the upthrust, and that's scenario one. Scenario two is it trades sideways and potentially establish another uptrend to challenge the yellow key level again. So that's the 0.95 level. This period over the past 6-7 weeks, the price wasn't really able to close above the yellow key level, and right now it's finding support at the orange key level of 0.79, but like I said, it's not over yet. This week's candle is only less than halfway through, so there's still a chance for it to come further down to test the red key level of 0.73. So this level was tested back in late July, so just about 2 months from now, and it is likely going to be tested once again. And then that's the big picture. If we quickly check the Bollinger Band Keltner squeeze, currently there's no squeeze right now, but then the top edge, the purple lines over here, is still within the orange, and the bottom edge is slowly climbing up. So probably in a week or two time, if the price still continues to trade narrow range between like 80 cents to 90 cents, then we'll get to see another squeeze again, and this time maybe it's going to squeeze towards the downside all the way to the sign of weakness level, similar to what we had back in mid-June. Let's see whether this scenario would happen, but there's still a bit of time. And let's quickly look into the daily chart and see in a micro scale what's going on. So 4 days ago on Monday, we, well, probably, yeah, for some people it's 3 days, yeah, 4 days, we see this candle, and it's clearly the double top pattern in candlestick pattern analysis. And currently, over the past 2-3 days, including today, you see the prices or the candlesticks has been bouncing above the orange key level, but today it's getting closer and closer to the orange key level. So really a test whether the price can stay above, or is it going to come down according to these downward trend. So this trend line, let's keep it over there and see whether eventually the price will break towards the downside. Well, having said that, might as well draw a downward channel just in case this has already formed. So let me extend a little. I just want to encapsulate all the wicks. So if this is true and the price continues to trade sideways, meaning it doesn't go down immediately. So why I'm saying this can fall through the orange key level and come down immediately to test the red key level. But there's another possibility that it trades sideways between these purple intermediate resistance. You see all this bunch of candlesticks back in late August to early September. They were all trading or rejected by this intermediate resistance line. It's basically formed from very early, like even all the way back to late 2024 December. Clearly there were a bunch of candles finding support from this level, and then eventually the automatic rally and sign of strength back in February this year, plus the buying climax back in mid-May, and the second test as well. And even the second test during end of July and automatic reaction back in August, they were all indicating there is an intermediate level over here at around 84 cents. As of this moment, today plus the past 2 days, the price has been trading between this purple intermediate level and this orange key level. So if it really trades sideways, we see this triangle over here. The intersection point between this top edge of the descending channel box and the orange key level is about October 2nd or October 3rd, so meaning next Thursday or Friday, then we'll hit that point. So the price has to either break outside of this downward channel or break below the orange key level and challenge the red. That's 73 cents. And I think I've just saw a comment. Hey LT, let's go 88. Clarinet gonna pass it down. Today we gonna up. Yeah, let's see whether it's happened. Hey Spoopy. Oh, wave count. Maybe it's Elliott waves, I'm not sure. Yeah, there are many methods to analyze chart patterns. And so, back to here, remember the date. It's only 1 week from now, and a decision will be made. Basically, it either continues this downtrend, and then the other is it's going to break this and then return to some price actions above this orange key level of 0.79. As of now, if we look at the weekly chart, if it really heads towards the sign of weakness, the daily would continue, so the downtrend would continue at a higher possibility than going up. Not to mention there would be, really I am inclined to drop this UT80 tag because it's going to take very long, since this bottom edge of the upward trend channel box is going to become the resistance. If the price is really coming up to pass the yellow and eventually show us an upthrust of the distribution, it will be somewhere near the end of October. So I will move this over here in case it resumes an uptrend, but for now it seems more likely it's heading towards to the red key level to challenge that. So that's all for Cardano, and yeah, a few more comments that came in. Let me quickly take a look. Yeah, probably Elliott. Yep, and Elliott waves is just very interesting. You both. Thank you, Spoopy. What do you think the ADA top is and when? Well, it might have already topped, and like I respond to many comments, I don't really guess the top and bottom. I just look at the waves and basically ride the waves and push my stop loss along the wave, and when it turns to the other side, the stop loss help me take profit. So that's how I do my trade. And guessing the top and the bottom, in my opinion, it's going to basically have a price point anchored in our brain, and that's not going to help our decision, because if a trend is turning and we think it may go to, say for Cardano's case, it's going to $1.3, but then it may never go there. And if we have that price anchored in our brain at the current point at around 79 cents, we would think, oh, let's buy the dip, and it's still going to 1.3. That's the trap I want to avoid, so I never try to guess the top or the bottom. I just look at the chart, and like I said, the percentages, which way is more likely, and set a stop loss in case I'm wrong, because we never know what kind of news is going to come out. As a regular person, we don't have access to insider information, so if we guess it wrong, the stop loss can at least protect our capital. Do you think we could see a large move up from this last cross on the support band? It's really tricky. So the thing is, if we look at here, to me it looks like well, I'm getting into the candlestick pattern now. It looks like a head and shoulder. So if it really comes down, it's not a surprise. But if you're thinking there may be a large swing outwards, first, the volume itself, it doesn't look like it is as of this moment. So last time when we have this kind of up swing, basically like if we look at the February time frame, it's over 100 million at 133.19, and then obviously it shoot down even crazier. Right now the highest over the past 4 or 5 months was only 80, and we need something similar to what happened in February in order to swing back to the green key level. So if the volume just doesn't catch up, there's no way that's going to happen. I might have blocked the chart so you didn't see. Just quickly show again. So that was February, 133.5 around, or that's around that range. And this was what I talked about 18 million. So 50 million gap between this long bar over here and what we had just now. So right now we're already back to orange, much similar to February. So that's why I said we have to have this kind of volume in order to get the price to that level. And who knows, maybe there will be some big news coming out for Cardano. I'm sure there are a lot of channels covering these sort of news, or maybe you can follow news outlets like Cointelegraph, Decrypt, or just any news portal that covers crypto, and see whether there are some big things coming up for Cardano. And that's my view. It's not easy, but not impossible. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for all the questions.